Hi everybody, Ed Diaz here. In today's video we're going to demonstrate how to download the expansion boards for the RD-2000. Specifically we're going to download expansion board number 5 and number 6. Alright, let's get started. So one of the first things I want to do is go to axial.roland.com, and this is where we have a ton of free sounds for many of the Roland synthesizers. So I'm going to cursor down into here and you see the news. It says here's the expansion board number 6 and number 5. Now I'm going to show you where all the RD-2000 sounds are. So right here, just click on it. And as you can see, we have a lot of different types of sounds for the RD. A lot of the old piano sounds from older RDs. But as you can see, the expansion board 05 deals with virtual tone organ collection. And as you can see, expansion board 6 deals with analog digital vintage synth collection. So let's go ahead and go to the number 5 now. So here's the sounds. And so as it says here, it says this collection features 31 types of various organ sounds. Newly added rotary type 2 with version 1.5 firmware update. Now if you read this and you're like, what am I talking about? You might need to go to the Roland website and download 1.5 OS for your RD-2000. It's free, very easy to do, and there is a video that will demonstrate and walk you through the update process. So let's see what else we have going. Use wheel 2 or tone color knob to change rotary speed, absolutely. And once again, it says, to enjoy these organ sounds, please make sure your RD-2000 is updated to version 1.5, and even gives you a link there. So if you're not sure where to go, there is the link right in here. So just click on that and follow it. And if you need more help, we have a video here on Roland Product Support which will demonstrate how to do that. So there's a bunch of sounds right here. If you wanted to listen to them, you can just click on them and take a listen. And here we go. We're going to go down and download. Software agreement, read all that. Okay, that's great. Now I'm going to go ahead and download. Downloading number 5. But in this example, we're going to do the same with number 6. So let's go ahead and back up, and we're going to go to the analog digital vintage synth collection. And here we go. Once again, it says carefully selected vintage synth collection featuring a Juno 106, Jupiter 80, D50, and more. Let's see. Also, other famous vintage synthesizer sounds are included in this collection. So there's 125 tones in here, 125 sounds that are ready for you to customize. That's cool. So you can go ahead and customize these sounds once you download and install them inside the RD-2000. It says also letting you know what you can do. Using Mod Wheel 2, you can easily tweak sounds. And here we go. And to enjoy these synth sounds, please make sure that you update to version 1.5. Once again, if you do not update the RD-2000's OS to 1.5, you will not be able to download and enjoy these tones. Okay, and here is the download page if you're not sure where to go. So once again, here's SoundCloud, so you can go through some of the different playing examples. And we're going to skip all that. Here, if you're a lawyer, read through that. And now let's go to the download. All right, so what we're going to do in this example, we're going to take a USB thumb drive that in a previous video we already formatted and used to update the 1.5 OS in the RD, and we're going to plug it into the computer and put those sounds in the thumb drive. So here we go. I'm going to plug in the USB thumb drive into my computer. Great. And I'm going to go ahead and let's go to the download section of my computer, and there they both are. And I'm just going to double click on them to open them up. So opening up 05, great, and opening up 06. Okay, now that I have that going, I'm going to open up another Finder window. So let's open up one more window. And now I'm going to open up my RD-2000 thumb drive. Here is that OS that I had earlier. I don't need that, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that. That's what's currently on the thumb drive. And just trash it. And now I'm going to double click within those sounds. And let's see what it says. It says, what's in here? README, the English version right here. It tells you 31 tones, tells you the contents. Here we go. There's also a PDF that lets you know what all the tones are. And it says copy and download. Copy the downloaded file, the bin file, so the 05, the bin file to the root directory of your USB memory. Plug the memory into memory connector. While pressing the enter button, turn on the power. The expansion board update will activate and the screen will display the Wave expansion board data. So that's cool. And then use the cursor keys and follow the directions. All right, so that's what we're going to do. So I went ahead and here is that PDF if you want to take a look at it. When you download it, this is going to give you, let you know all the sounds in here. So all the different tones. You can look at that later. So here is the bin file. I'm just going to drag and drop it to my USB 2000. I'm just going to drag and drop it to the RD-2000's thumb drive. And now I'm going to back up right here. And I'm going to do the same for 06. So once again, grab that bin file, drag and drop it into the USB thumb drive. It is not connected to the RD-2000. So after all that data copies over, I'm going to eject that USB thumb drive from the RD, and you see it's still doing it, and here it is. Now, so they're both in there, both of the bin files for 05 and 06, and now I will eject that right there. So let it eject from my computer, and while we're doing that, I'm going to turn off the RD. Here we go, turn that off. Okay, now I have the thumb drive, and so right away let's put it inside the memory port of the RD. So great, it's in there. So let's once again review. Okay, we already copied the bin files to the USB thumb drive, and now we plug it into the memory connector, which we did, and then while pressing the enter button, turn on the power. Okay, so let's go ahead and press and hold the enter button and turn on the RD-2000. Here we go, it's turning on. And we're gonna wait, it's gonna walk us through how to load up the expansion boards. Here we go. So there's two virtual expansion board slots inside the RD-2000. And so I already preloaded these, but I'm still gonna override them so you can see how to load it. So I'm gonna select slot number 1, and it says pre-selected a slot, that's number 1, press enter, and I can choose either of the expansion boards. So I'm gonna put number 5 in slot 1, so I'll press enter. And it says, are you going to overwrite what's there? And yes, I am. So let's go ahead and press the enter. And it's going to take a couple of minutes to put this in here. But once it's in there, it is in there until you take it out or install something else over it. So you do not need to do this process over and over again, just this one time per expansion board. So we'll come right back after that's loaded, and then we'll do the same for expansion board 6. Okay, let's see what's going on. So it's completed. So it says turn the power off and on again. So let's turn it off. Great. And let's turn it back on. And we're doing that just to make sure that we installed it correctly. And so let's give it a second to come on. And now to access that expansion board number 5, just press the expansion board button right here. And there it is. So now let's install expansion board 6. So once again, turn off the RD. Now press and hold the enter button and power on the RD-2000 and wait for the expansion board install prompt. So it's coming up. Here it is. And we're going to choose slot 2 this time. And then we're going to press the enter button, and then we're going to choose 06 and just press enter. And are you sure it's going to rewrite? It's going to overwrite whatever's there. And yep, let's go ahead, and now we'll wait a couple of minutes for it to load up. Now, a common question we've been getting is, can I select specific tones? Can I basically export them out of the RD, and so I can mix and match expansion boards, different sounds from different expansion boards, and then create my own custom library of those expansion boards? The short answer is no, and here's why. Because as we're loading in this data for the expansion boards, it's not just loading in regular tones, but it's loaded in WAV files, which those tones are made of. So at this time, we don't have a way to export those specific WAV files, which the tones use, into a separate location and then load them back in there. So unfortunately the answer is no, but all of these are free, so there's a lot of different things you can do. So once, for example, in the next video we're going to demonstrate how to go inside the organ section of 05 and in the synth section of 06, and how you can do some edits within those. So there's 2 videos that's going to be dealing with that subject. So one video will be showing how to edit the 05 and save those as tones in here, new tones, but you will not be able to get rid of the 05 expansion. In order for it to work, that expansion needs to remain, because the waveforms that the tones are based off of are in there. And then once again we're going to do another video showing the different tones that are available on 06 and then doing some editing of them as well. So stay tuned for that. As soon as we get done loading up this expansion board 06, we're going to turn off the RD-2000, turn it back on, and make sure that both of the expansion boards are indeed loaded, and then show you how to go ahead and access them through the expansion board button. So stay tuned for a second longer and we're going to get that going. So let's take a look and see what's going on. So expansion board 6, the vintage synth selection is complete. Turn off the power and on again. So I'm going to turn off the power. And now I'm going to take out the USB thumb drive because I don't need it at this time. Both of those expansion boards are installed and they don't require the USB to be in there because they have already been installed from the computer to the USB and now into the RD. So now I'll power on the RD-2000. And then we're just going to confirm that everything is installed. So let it power on. Now I'm going to press menu, go to system, press the enter button, and I'm going to cursor all the way. And you see we have 1.5 OS. And remember that 1.5 needs to be installed inside the RD in order for expansion boards 5 and 6 to work. And you see those are the expansion boards. Now, how to access those expansion boards? Just press the expansion button, press it one time, and there is 05. Okay, there that is. And don't worry, we're going to check out the sounds a little bit closer in another video. And press it again, and there are the synth sounds from 06. And once again, we're going to check those out in a future video as well. So as you see, downloading the expansion boards for the RD-2000, and in this example, we downloaded expansion board 5, which was the organs, and 6, which was the vintage synths, from axial.roland.com onto a USB thumb drive and then into the RD-2000. It's not that difficult at all. So if you need a little bit of help, watch this video again. To take your time, it's going to take a couple minutes, and I think you're going to love it. So once again, my name is Ed Diaz. I hope this helps you out. You guys and gals keep on making music, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.